Hello friends, my name is Vanshita and you're watching my channel Tech Right Education. In this video, I am going to discuss about Layer 2 and Layer 3 switches. So let's begin our session. So what is Layer 2 and Layer 3 switch? Basically it's come from OSI model, that is Open System Interconnection model. So if you don't know about OSI model, then you can see my OSI model video. I have given link in description so that you can better understand about layers, that which is layer 1, layer 2 and so on. So basically OSI model have 7 layers, and these layers are application layer, presentation layer, session layer, transport layer, network layer, data link layer and physical layer. If I talk about data link layer, so it is layer 2 of OSI model, and the switch which is present on this layer is layer 2 switch. If I talk about network layer, so network layer is layer 3 of OSI model, and the switch which is present on this particular layer is called layer 3 switch. As I told that OSI model has 7 layers. So the first layer is physical layer, second is data link layer, third is network layer, fourth is transport layer, fifth is session layer, sixth one is presentation layer, and the seventh layer is application layer. Layer 2 switches are present on data link layer, and the function of these kind of switches are they deals with MAC addresses and they don't care about IP addresses. Now what is MAC addresses? Basically it is a physical address of a device which is unique. If I talk about layer 3 switches, so the function of layer 3 switches are routing, and these switches are the combination of layer 2 switches as well as router, and these switches present on network layer. What is the function of router? Basically router is used to connect with the external environment and it deals with complete WAN technologies. We will study about layer 2 switches and layer 3 switches in more detail. So what is the difference between layer 2 and layer 3 switches? So the main difference between layer 2 and layer 3 switches is routing. As I have told that layer 2 switches only support MAC addresses. They don't deal with IP addresses. Layer 3 switches are the combination of layer 2 switches and routers. We all know that routers provide routing function. So layer 3 switches supports routing function. Layer 3 switches also called multi-layer switch. Additionally, it can do static routing and dynamic routing. What does it mean? It means a layer 3 switch has both MAC address table and IP routing table and handles intra-VLAN communication and packet routing between different VLANs as well. What we mean by MAC address table? So MAC address table contains the MAC address of all the devices which are connected to a network. And what we mean by IP routing table? So IP routing table contains the information about IP addresses. What we mean by intra-VLAN communication? So intra-VLAN communication means the communication within the VLAN. So what we mean by VLAN? Basically VLAN means virtual LAN. So what is the use of virtual LAN? If we want to make our network private, so we can use virtual LAN so that no one can do unauthorized access. Now what we mean by packet routing between different VLANs? So if we want to establish connection between different VLANs, then we can use layer 3 switching, or we can say we can use layer 3 switches for establishing communication between different VLANs. So if you have a pure layer 2 domain, then what you will do? You will simply go for layer 2 switches. Now what is pure layer 2 domain? A pure layer 2 domain is a domain where all hosts are connected. So at that place layer 2 switch will work fine. This is usually called access layer in the network topology. Now what is access layer? Access layer is a layer where all end devices are connected. What are end devices? These are PCs, laptops, printers, cameras. If you need to connect multiple access layer switch with each other and establish communication between them, then you will use layer 3 switches. and this is known as distribution layer in a network topology. Now what is distribution layer? Distribution layer is a layer where all access layer switches are connected with each other and establish communication. Now we will understand here that which kind of device we use according to the environment. So if we are using a pure layer 2 domain, then we will use layer 2 switch. If we want to aggregate multiple access layer switches, then we will use multi-layer switch, or we can say layer 3 switch. Again, if we want to use inter VLAN, then we will use multi-layer switch. If we want to go for ISP, WAN and internet, then we will use router, because router is used for connecting to external environment. Now in this slide we will understand about the difference between layer 2 and layer 3 switches. The first one is routing function. So layer 2 doesn't support routing function because it only deals with MAC addresses. Layer 3 supports routing function because it is a combination of layer 2 switches and routers. The second is VLAN tagging. So in layer 2 VLAN tagging doesn't support. In layer 3 VLAN tagging supports. What is VLAN tagging? Basically we add some kind of VLAN tag when we send packet from source to destination. When we do practical of VLAN, then we will understand in detail about VLAN tag and use of it. Now the third one is inter VLAN. In layer 2 inter VLAN doesn't support, but in layer 3 inter VLAN supports. If I talk about its using scenario, then it is for pure layer domain and layer 3 is for aggregate multiple access layer switches. It means if we want to combine multiple access layer switches, then we use layer 3 switches. So in this slide we will study about the difference between layer 2 and layer 3 switches according to the parameters which are considered while purchasing them. So if you are purchasing layer 2 and layer 3 switches, so you should consider the parameters like its forwarding rate, its backplane bandwidth, number of VLANs, memory of MAC address and latency. So what is forwarding rate? Basically it is a network packets that can be processed by your network equipment. What are network equipment? These are your switches and routers. Forwarding rate is measured in PPS, that is packet per second. What is backplane bandwidth? The backplane bandwidth of a switch is the maximum amount of data that can be throughput between the switch interface processor or the interface card and bus. The higher the backplane bandwidth of a switch, the stronger the ability to process the data, but also the higher the cost of a design. What is the meaning of throughput here? The meaning of throughput here, the amount of material or item passing through a system. Now the next parameter is number of VLANs. So if I talk about layer 2 switches, then there are 1024 VLANs which are enough for it. If I talk about layer 3 switches, then there are 4096 VLANs. Next parameter is memory of MAC address. So memory of MAC address table is the number of MAC address that a switch can keep. Usually it is expressed as 8K or 128K. Now the next parameter is latency. Latency is the delay time that a data transfer suffers. It requires to be as short as possible. So latency is usually expressed in nanoseconds. Guys, if you like my video, press like button, share to your friends. If you have not subscribed to my channel, then go and subscribe to my channel. If you have any queries, then ask with the help of comment box. You can also join my Telegram group for the purpose of asking queries, that is tech queries, and also join my Telegram channel, that is TechRat Education, for the purpose of getting new updates related to videos, notes, questions, etc. Thank you guys.